this video I'm going to show you what the annual whitetail shift is and how it can apply to your hunting this season. So I'm really excited to get back in the woods, and there's one thing that you need to consider before you go back out there. And if you have a lot of summer pictures of bucks, I know I've had some, but if you consistently have buck pictures during the summer, that is a bad sign. If you have consistent buck pictures, obviously during the hunting season, that's a good sign. But just because you have buck pictures in the summer does not mean that you will have more buck pictures in the winter. And so it all depends on how you hunt and how you set up your property. So bucks, they have a summer spot, and then they have their hunting or our hunting season, or their fall and winter spot. So basically this spot right here is where they're gonna stay during the summer, because in the summer there's green vegetation everywhere, and you can find it in the woods everywhere. And so right here, that's why they have a summer spot. But it's okay if you get pictures during the summer, just not as much as you would during the fall. Like my target buck that I've talked about, he's been on there about every month, which is a really good sign, and which means he will most likely be here during the hunting season. But what the annual whitetail shift, obviously annual means every year, so they do this every year. They go to their summer spot and then they go to their winter spot. So really right now is when we're getting into the, just starting the whitetail shift, and they're coming to their fall and winter spot. I think fall starts pretty soon, no doubt. But so they are going to travel from their summer spot to the winter spot. So if you're holding bucks right now on your property and you're seeing them disappear, I know I've heard a lot of people, even watching famous hunters on YouTube or TV, they were like, this buck left for 2 months and then he came back. Well, there's a reason behind that, because they have a shift. They shift from their summer range to their fall and winter range. And that's when food plots are really critical, because in the summer, like I said, deer have vegetation everywhere, so they can eat wherever they go, basically. Fall and winter is not the same thing. They got acorns that are dropped, but really food plots, if you have a food plot right here and you're hunting this spot, say it's 60 acres, then that would be a great spot during the winter. Our 1/4 of an acre, or my 1/4 of an acre food plot this year is brassicas, winter peas, forage peas, and clover. So clover grows during the spring, and clover grows during the spring, which will provide them forage and the forage peas. But the winter peas, obviously the winter, will really help them during the winter when there is no food and everything is died. Especially brassicas. Brassicas are very sweet, and they'll eat the heads off of them first, and then they'll actually paw the ground, and they'll eat those. So I've got brassicas, forage peas, winter peas, clover again. But you do not want weeds in your food plots. Not to make this a food plot video, but food plots with weeds are good for the spring. That provide it. But during the winter, that's not a good thing at all. And you really need to watch your weeds in your food plot. But this is a really neat concept, and see how they track bucks, and they can tell that they're going maybe even a couple miles to their fall spot, and then what kicks in after that during November, at least here, is the rut. And so bucks have a core area which is very small. They have their core area, which is very small. But they can also travel up to 3 miles, and they stay within that, I guess, perimeter. And then, but they have their core area inside that perimeter. And they'll have a core area during the summer. They'll have a core area during the winter. And so that core area during the winter is the core area that you need to find if you want to hunt that particular buck. I know we have a really good buck bedding spot out here. I'm setting up a blind on that, but I'm really excited for that spot because I think it'll be a really good spot for them. But back to the summer, bucks travel in 3 to 4, with up to 3 or 4 other bucks during the summer. So if there are 3 or 4 bucks here, they're sharing this spot all together. But so if you can see these little dots, those are 4 bucks, 4 bachelor bucks that are in a bachelor group, but they will all go away. So say we're going to make this a bigger area now. We'll say this side is winter / fall, and this side is spring / summer. So what this means is that all these different bucks are going to be going different ways. They're going to be going to different spots in the winter. They're not all going to be in the same group the same time in the winter. They're going to disperse, and they're going to go find does and stuff like that before the rut. And I mean, probably leading up to the pre-rut. The rut starts here in about middle of November, but I saw, not last year, but the year before, I saw a 8-pointer with a doe in the middle of October, and he stayed with her the whole time. So they can also be doing that in that time period. But really, you need to watch out for this shift, because if you're seeing a lot of buck pictures in the summer, or have been, and you're wondering where your deer have gone, they're going to their winter spot. And that is, see, we've had a couple doe pictures, we've had a couple does in the food plots, and no bucks, which I'm very excited about, because you can see in about a month, or month to a half a month, they're going to be coming in here, and we're really going to be able to see them. So we got all our stands set up, going to go set up a trail camera today, mock scrape, and some other stuff. And I'm really excited for hunting this season, but you always need to watch out for the shift when they're transitioning from their summer habitat to their winter habitat.